Instagram just released 5 massive algorithm updates that you need to make sure that you're adapting to, because if you don't make these changes, it's gonna feel like it's harder than ever before for you to grow on Instagram right now, but that actually couldn't be further from the truth. And to prove that to you, I literally just started this new Instagram account right here 45 days ago. And guess what? It's already got over 40,000 followers. And it's not just me. I just helped this client do the same exact thing and this client do the same exact thing. They started new accounts and they were able to blow up simply by following this 5-step blueprint, and now I'm giving it to you for free. Change number 1 is you need to make sure that every single post that you do as an organic post, you also do a trial reel on that same exact topic. Because when you post a trial reel, it's only going to get shown to non-followers. And even better than that, this post might end up going viral, and then in the background, you are getting a ton of views from people that have no idea who you are. And this is actually one of the most important things that you could do on Instagram, because it allows you to test 3 things. 1, what formats might work. 2, what hooks might work. And 3, what topics your ideal audience actually wants to see. And you could post several trial reels every single day, which I would strongly suggest that you do. Here's how you do it. Okay, so here's how this actually works and why it's so important. If you come over here, click on your reels, you will then be able to see all of your different trial reels right here. Now look at this video. This video got 4,500 views as a trial reel. And if we come into insights, we could see how well it did. I'm gonna click on view more insights right here, and we can see that this video right here actually got a bunch of different interactions, and it got 24 people to follow me. And guess what? It's not only that, because I posted the same exact video organically and it got over 25,000 views. So literally from this one idea, I got over 30,000 views and I got hundreds of followers, both from the trial reel and the organic post. And you can do this, and it's basically a free roll. Here's how you actually do it. So you're gonna come over here, you are going to click like you were going to post a video. We'll click on reel right here. We'll just grab this random clip. We'll click on next. And then you'll be able to scroll down, click on trial right here. Now, essentially what you should be doing is just filming the same video twice, but changing the hook or changing the format or changing the length. And then you have 2 pieces of content that you could publish to Instagram with little to no effort. And not only is this gonna help you get more followers on Instagram, but it also allows you to put out more content while spending less time actually creating that content. Now, change number 2 is that you need to make sure that you're using Instagram's latest 3 features that they are pushing like crazy right now. The first feature is going to be reposting content. Now, this isn't a feature that you are necessarily going to use, but it's something that you need to be optimizing for. Because when somebody clicks that repost button, in fact, if you have several people to post it, I guarantee you, your video is going to go viral. So you need to be aiming for at least 10 to 30 reposts every single time that you upload a video, because that's going to be that sweet spot that is going to explode your growth. If you don't know what a repost is, basically somebody can repost your content onto their page and then it gets pushed out to all their different followers. And guess what? You can incentivize people to do this by asking them to repost your content in your caption or in the actual video itself. Now, feature number 2 that you need to make sure that you're using is going to be the edits feature, because Instagram's CEO recently came out and said that if you publish your content from the Edits app, they're going to increase the reach that you get. In addition to that, using the Edits app gives you access to analytics that you otherwise wouldn't be able to see. And then the final feature you need to make sure that you're using is the link to reel. If you don't know what this is, you're now allowed to link to other reels at the end of each one of your videos, and creators that adapt and begin to actually use these features are going to see more growth. In fact, this is one of the biggest hacks that I've been using, because I've been using all 3 of these things in my content now, and this is really one of the driving forces behind me being able to gain 40,000 followers in literally just a month without really putting in any effort on Instagram. Now, change number 3 is you need to make sure that you are only posting about topics that are actually trending within your niche. In fact, this is the biggest mistake that I see small accounts on Instagram make, and creators that end up never blowing up. This is what you're doing wrong. But don't worry, because I found a way to actually make this really easy. Okay, so I truly believe that the easiest way for you to be able to do this is to have a list like this of all the people that are in your niche that you should be constantly updating. As you can see right here, I have it for TikTok, I have it for Instagram, I have it for all these different platforms. And then what this allows you to do is actually come over to these folks' pages every single morning, and you'll be able to very quickly identify whatever the trending news is in your niche. As we can see from this page right here, clearly this one right here is going viral, and so is this one. Now, if we come over to this creator right here, we'll be able to look at them and we'll be able to see what is getting views for them. And we could see that these two videos did really well and that other videos as of recent haven't been doing that well for him. So this will actually reveal to you incredibly quickly what formats are working best, what topics are working best, what hooks are working best. And this will actually allow you to compare apples to apples, because you shouldn't be looking at people in your niche or looking at your posts and comparing them to Mr. Beast or comparing them to Healthy Emmy, because guess what? You guys aren't all going after the same type of audience. So you should only be comparing your views to somebody that is directly in your niche. And if you're in a big niche, you need to make sure you're not comparing it to somebody that's outside of that. To give you an example of what I mean by this is somebody like Emmy, she's posting about plant-based content. So she can't compare herself to somebody that's telling people how to get a bigger butt, or telling people how to eat on a carnivore diet, or telling people to use peptides or something like that, because it's a completely different niche. You need to know what your niche is inside of your niche, because yeah, she's a fitness creator. She is a recipe creator, but there's actually a niche inside of that. You need to only be comparing your views to people that are inside of your niche, because otherwise you're going to be setting your expectations completely the wrong way. Now this brings me to change number 4 before we get in the last and most important change. And change number 4 is that you need to make sure that your account is actually set up correctly and warmed up correctly. Here's how you do it. Now, the first thing you need to make sure that you're doing is you need to make sure that in your name on Instagram, it needs to contain whatever your niche is. This page right here is where I post about AI tools, AI updates, AI automations, AI agents, things like that, which is why I call it Rob the AI Guy. Your name should be telling Instagram what you're actually posting about. For example, if we come over to somebody like Mike, we see Mike the Credit Guy because he posts about credit repair, credit cards, things related to that. If we come over to Emmy, we could see Healthy Emmy because she talks about living a healthy, plant-based, clean lifestyle. In addition to that, because that's just the first thing, you need to make sure that these 3 lines right here have as many keywords as possible about whatever you're going to be uploading. For example, I have AI tools, AI news, AI automations, AI agents, and automating your work with AI. If we come over to Mike, he has Fix Your Credit. He has Get the Best Credit Cards, which then boosts his placement in the Instagram algorithm. If we come over to Healthy Emmy, she has plant-based, clean lifestyle, wellness made simple. She has nutritionist, and then she has Slim Program, which is the program that she is selling. And guess what all of this leads to? This leads to Instagram thinking that her content should get shown to a specific group of people. And you need to be doing the same exact thing. And the way that you could check whether or not Instagram is actually classifying your content correctly is by coming over to your page, clicking on this button right here and making sure that everybody else that shows up here has something to do with your niche. So we can see that all these other people are also posting about healthy living. So Instagram is classifying her content correctly, which is why she's been able to grow so much. In addition to that, if we come over to Mike, we click on this right here, we're going to see a bunch of other people talking about credit, talking about finance, talking about investing. So we know that Instagram is actually classifying his page correctly, Emmy's page correctly, and my page correctly. That's one of the biggest reasons that we're actually getting shown to the right people when we make content that might not look like we put a lot of effort into it. And then that last change is you need to make sure that you're optimizing both for your metadata and the right type of engagement. If you are posting on Instagram right now, there's really only 2 types of engagement that I would try to get. The first is I would try to get people to comment, ideally, a keyword that has something to do with the video. For example, if I was posting a video about ChatGPT, I would try to get people to comment ChatGPT or prompt or AI, something related to the actual topic of that video. Because what this does is tricks the Instagram algorithm them into thinking there's a lot of activity related to the niche going on that post, and then they push it out to more people interested in that type of content. In addition to that, I would focus, like I shared with you earlier, on getting those reposts, because getting at least 10 to 30 people to repost your content is going to guarantee you get over 10,000 views every single time that you post, which is going to get you a lot of new followers and expose your content to a lot of new people. But in addition to that, you need to make sure that your metadata is set up correctly every single time that you post. This is pretty similar to warming your account up the right way, but completely different because you have to redo it every single time you post. Let me explain. Now, when it comes to metadata, there are a few things that you need to be paying attention to, and this is going to be different for every single post that you're doing. For example, if we come over to Nick right here, we could see that if we click into this video is about an American Express secret credit card offer. So what we want to see are three things. One, we want to see this showing as text on the screen in the beginning of the video. That's a really good sign to Instagram exactly what the video is about. Secondly, we want to see that same exact keyword, American Express, shows in the description, ideally 2 or 3 times. The way that he did it was American Express and then Amex, 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 which Instagram knows means American Express. Now, in addition to that, this is a bonus right here. If you scroll down and a bunch of people are commenting that thing, Amex, 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 and that is going to be a really, really good sign to Instagram about, hey, this is who needs to see this content. Now, if we come over to something else, I'm going to show you how this looks on another creator. So if we come over to Healthy Emmy right here and we click into her reels, we see one that has done really well recently. For example, this one with over 500,000 views, we could see the same exact thing. Why do I get so bloated on my period? And then we could see that those same keywords show up a few more times. She also has it in the hashtags, and then a bunch of people are commenting those same exact keywords. Bloated, I feel skinnier. All of these different things add up to, again, tell the Instagram algorithm, hey, this video made a real post about this real topic that real people are interested in, and then they show your content to more people. Now, if you're sick and tired of feeling like it's hard to grow on Instagram right now, and you want to take advantage of the easiest time ever to grow on Instagram like you see everybody else doing, and you're ready to finally take action and stop sitting on the sidelines so you can live the life of your dreams, well, please keep watching this video because I've got a special offer for you. The opportunity to grow on Instagram and this organic reach we're currently seeing are not going to last forever. And there are 2 things holding you back from seeing the growth like the creators that I share with you in this video. The first one is that you haven't implemented the tips that I just shared with you. And the second is that you haven't gotten into my Instagram mentorship program yet. That's literally going to guarantee that I help you get more followers on Instagram in the next 30 days, or you get your money back, 0 questions asked. In fact, the average person that's gone through this program in the last 30 days has gained over 25,000 followers, and nobody has ever gone through it and gained less than 1,000 followers if they implemented every piece of advice that I share with them. Now, since you're still watching this video, I'm going to assume you're probably above average. So the odds of you gaining over 25,000 followers are probably quite high. And if you want results like that, go to the link in the description below right now and sign up, because there are limited spots available. I'm going to be telling you exactly what to post, when to post, what hashtags to use. I'm going to send you new post ideas, and I'm going to critique your content to guarantee that you get more growth on Instagram in the next 30 days. It doesn't matter what your niche is or what your background is. This program is going to help you get followers more easily and quicker so that you don't have to spend endless hours trying to figure out the things that I already know about exactly how to grow your account. In fact, I just helped this creator in the program and they gained over 100,000 followers in just 30 days. I helped this creator, they gained over 150,000, and this creator over 200,000 followers. If you want results like that and I want you to be my next success story, go to the link in the description below and sign up right now, because every single day that you wait, it's only going to get harder to grow on Instagram. It is easier than ever to grow right now, but you need to take advantage of this opportunity. And what's better than an opportunity where you're literally going to grow on Instagram or get your money back, 0 questions asked? Again, there are limited spots, so go to the link in the description below and sign up right now. Otherwise, I strongly suggest you check out the next 2 videos I put up on the screen, because they're the videos YouTube thinks you should watch next. Thank you so much for watching.